What's up, everybody? I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Got an update on my Traxxas Xmaxx. And you see the label of the video, do you need Traxxas Xmaxx upgrades? Yes, you do. You absolutely need certain upgrades. Especially if you're going to be doing some high impact bashing. But let me just get into the upgrades, the recent upgrades I just purchased. So, as you see in the picture, I did just purchase the Savox SB-2290SG. Reason being that this upgrade was needed is because the default servo for the Xmaxx is all plastic gearing, and that's just going to strip, period. It might not happen right away, might not be the first bash, the second bash, but it's going to happen. It's inevitable. So instead of going through that, what I'm going to do, or have done now, is purchase a Metal Gear servo. The reason I purchased the SB-2290, I mean, Savox makes great servos, but in this instance, the reason I purchased it is because, take a look down here at the torque. 6 volts gives you 555 ounces of torque. I think even if you got the 2085X, that might be getting you 400 at that, maybe, about that, give or take. You can look that up if you care to. I passed it. I purchased this, but 555 ounces of torque is a lot. That's going to be able to move, like, even if I choose to, which I probably will down the line, get some Badlands. This is going to cause that not to be a big issue. So that's why I kind of got this. And also I've been thinking about, I haven't done it yet, I'm going to ride it with the 6 volts and see how it is, but I've been considering getting the BEC to power the servo to get it up to the 694 ounces of torque, which is crazy, but that would take away any worries of tires, heaviness, and things of that nature. So I'm definitely thinking about that, but for right now, since I still have the stock tires for now, I'm just going to go with the 6 volts and see how that works. But once I'm going to the Badlands, I will be going to the 7.4 volts and getting a BEC. And the reason I'm doing that is because Traxxas receivers, if you send 7.4 volts to that receiver, it's going to burn out, period. Don't try it. It's going to happen. Trust me. You can look in the forums, all that, and it's going to tell you the same thing. So if you're going to go up to that voltage, you either need to swap out your transmitter and receiver, or you're going to need a BEC. I'm choosing to get a BEC when that time comes. But as of for right now, I just copped the 2290, and I'm hyped about it. I can't wait to install it. And then also, when you do get this servo, you will need to get this part, the Traxxas 7749 standard servo adapter, so it will be able to fit in your Xmaxx. Obviously, clearly it's not expensive at $6. So these are the two items that you'll need in order to put a standard size servo in your Traxxas Xmaxx, which I suggest you do, because like I said, the 2085 that's in there is plastic. It's going to strip. You're going to be pissed. So why even put yourself through it and wait for it? Why not be smart, put a Metal Gear servo in there, and then just sell that one, because other people don't mind the plastic gear servo, or they might be using it in a different application. Let them deal with it. Why would you deal with it and get some money back in order to leverage the cost of getting a Metal Gear servo? Even if you want to get the 2085X, that's up to you. I'm not doing it, but that's up to you. The next thing I picked up, you know I'm always on Tbone Racing site, so I picked this up because I had a Traxxas Xmaxx before I had an Xmaxx, so I just had one of those little swivel stands, and that's not going to work for something as large as a Xmaxx. So what I chose to do was go to Tbone Racing and get what they call the stand. And it's a collapsible RC car stand. As you can see here in the photos, looks very robust, durable, well built. And you have to make sure if you're getting this from their website, to make sure to click x-maxx here, to make sure you get a x-maxx adapter to expand the stand for it to be able to hold the Xmaxx. So I'm excited about this. I'm also looking on their site, and I'm really debating. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I just want y'all to know it might be coming. And you see what I'm clicking. You see what I'm clicking. These airtime ramps, I just need to do a little bit more research on it before I pull the trigger. To make sure it can really handle the X-maxx. But from my understanding, it should be. But yeah, so as you can see here, this is the one I would be going for because it's a lot wider, and I would think it would be able to handle better. I'm just not sure if you would need one or two just because of the girth and the weight of the X-maxx. But from talking to other RC people in the community and via YouTube, they're saying that these are legit. So I'm gonna wait and see a little bit. I just want to see a little bit more people talking about it just to make sure. But it does have fairly good reviews. It does have decent width at 34.5. That should accommodate the X-maxx. But I'm just concerned about over time if this is going to be able to hold up. The metal stands here, if they're going to be able to hold up and not bend after so many jumps. So that's what I'm kind of waiting to see, the longevity. So I'm going to give it a little bit, but more than likely this will be something I pull the trigger on. I just want y'all to know about it, keep y'all in the loop. And then I'm just going to go into a little quick rant. I'm seeing videos out here that, oh, you could just keep your X-maxx stock. It's fine stock. Once you start changing out stuff, it's going to break other stuff. What? It depends on how you're using the X-maxx, and on top of that, there's just certain parts that are faulty that everyone knows. So I don't think that's fair, and you're gonna have somebody thinking that if they ride stock, nothing is going to break, and that's not true. Right off the top, you already know, and that's a known issue, is those rear axle carriers. They crack within the first 3 bashes for most people, if not the first one, because they're too small. The bearings are too small, and they end up getting blown out. So why not just upgrade the stuff that you need upgraded, that you know that are parts that are weak points in the X-maxx? It just doesn't make sense. So I think if you're getting the X-maxx, take in consideration that you're gonna spend a couple dollars to improve it, to make it where it's truly durable. And things like that aren't super expensive that you should do is change the axle carriers all the way around. RPM has axle carriers, and you should be able to just put those all the way around, and you should be good. And that's going to really help with withstanding big jumps and things of that nature. The A-arms are default. They're solid. Most of the other suspension is solid, but those axle carriers are a weak point in X-maxx, and you should replace them because they're going to blow out on you. Regardless of what other people say, it happens. You can Google that. So I think that's something that you definitely should consider if you're getting the X-maxx. Also, the servo, for the reasons I stated earlier. And the other thing is, why would you just want to... I mean, the whole point of RC hobby is tinkering, messing with stuff, adding stuff, and all that. Why would you just want to ride a stock? Why wouldn't you want it to be your own creation, kind of? You're using their like a blank canvas and making your own creation, adding different things, like me adding a Gabe Martinez custom body because I want my X-maxx to look different, shock covers, things like that. I'm just not a person that like to ride stock anything. My car is gonna have tint, it's gonna have rims, it's going to be my car. If I see it in the parking lot, I'm gonna know it's my car. It's just like I can't do that. I don't know, like I don't know how people just ride fishbowl and nothing done to your car. No system, no rims, no pipe seating, no nothing. That's just not my lane. I can't do it. So I'm definitely a person, I'm not going to say upgrade, but I like to personalize my things, especially vehicles. If that's a RC or if that's a real car, it needs to be personalized, but within reason that makes sense. So all the upgrades that I've made, that I've put on this channel for my X-maxx, are upgrades that are not just foolish upgrades. They're upgrades that actually help the vehicle. And they make the vehicle better, where you have less problems. I'm not saying anything you're going to be just indestructible, but you're going to have less problems if you do some of the upgrades that I have, guaranteed. Just like that chassis upgrade that I got through Tbone Racing as well, to just protect the bottom of the chassis, or the bumper from Tbone Racing as well. You can see that in that video. I'll add a link to that as well, so you can see that. Yes, are you good with the stock bumper? Sure, but why not protect your whole device? Why not protect the whole RC with a bigger bumper that covers more area, that's going to be able to provide a buffer of impact before it just crashes and hits your bumper and cracks your bumper? It's just like certain things, just use common sense, people. Don't just let anybody tell you anything. Do some research. Anything I'm telling you, Google's your friend. Do some research. See if I'm wrong. If I am, let me know in the comment section. Comment, subscribe, like, let me know. You know what I'm saying? So this is just my little quick rant and upgrades, why you should upgrade, and certain things that you need to upgrade on your Xmaxx, and my recent upgrades I just purchased. I'll have some videos once the parts come in to show you guys what it is, what I think, and all that. And then also I'm putting a link in the description too for TubeBuddy. That's what I've been using to try to build this small YouTube channel. It's been helping me. So if you want to kind of grow your channel and have different features available to allow that to happen, like I said, Rome wasn't built in a day, but this will make your life easier. And that TubeBuddy link is an affiliate link, and it'll be in the description. So y'all let me know what you think. Am I wilding? Are these upgrades unnecessary? Is what I'm saying foolish? Let me know in the comment section. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about it. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. This is my video on recent Xmaxx upgrade purchases, which is the Savox 2290SG and the stand. And the stand from Tbone Racing. So yeah, let's chop it up. So y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about my philosophy. I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic. Go.